And we've got this very interesting movie called Accidental Courtesy. And we have the people behind it, so let's start with you on the end. Introduce yourself to everybody.
Scott Shepard.
And?
I'm Daryl Davis.
And I'm Matt Ornstein.
So, for people who may not have ever even seen or thought about this movie, describe it in 2 sentences.
It's about a musician who, in his spare time, likes to make friends with gentlemen who are often in the KKK or other white supremacist groups.
Now, that's an interesting hobby. Let's build a boat, let's collect cats, let's go friend racist people. Like, how did this come to be?
Well, I've been through stamp collecting and rock collecting, so...
I'm pretty sure tumbling
Nah,
them
but
rocks
people.
ain't got near the amount of thrill as, hey, you going to shoot me today?
Well, exactly. I was looking for the thrill. I want to get some answers to racism in this country. And it started a long time ago, and as you can see, it still goes on today.
And it's surprising that it goes on in this day and age. Like, have we not learned anything from our past?
Apparently
It's like,
not, so
no.
I'm trying to educate.
So, you directed the film, right?
Yes, sir.
What was it like when you're like, okay, I'm going to follow this guy around and hopefully we don't get lynched?
I mean, there were moments definitely where we were all at high alert, but Daryl is very calm in these situations and kind of set the tone for the rest of us. So if he wasn't too worried, then we weren't either, really.
Well, that's good to know. And how did you discover this? Like,
I mean, I became aware of Daryl initially through a newspaper article and was instantly intrigued. I think, there's been definitely some media coverage over the years of Daryl. I think when people hear the story, they immediately want to know more. And I was the same way. I emailed him as soon as I read it, trying to meet with him and sit down and do a pre-tape, find out more about him.
Yeah. And how did you get involved with this film?
Well, I was pretty much part of the problem. I'm a former leader in the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh.
Over a series of incidences of life, I came to find out there was a different way.
So that's pretty powerful to have living proof here. Were you nervous about going on film talking about a past life and changing things, or was this like an inspirational thing for you?
Oh, sure, I was nervous about it, but it was something I knew I needed to do, and I had to do it for not only for myself, but for the things I had done in the past that I owe people. I owe them an explanation and hopefully use it to help people.
Scott, do you have a business card on you?
Sure.
I don't know how close you guys can pull focus, but I think this kind of sums up something about
We
Scott.
can have someone come in just do our
that
business
would be great, because I think Scott's just a wonderful man. And I'm
in the
glad
process of making this film, how many other Scotts did you come across? Like, how many people have you actually gotten to not be quite so backwards?
Well, directly, probably 2 or 3 dozen, but indirectly, over a couple hundred.
That's a pretty impressive number, but it's still kind of low, isn't it?
Sure, but every dent helps.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
And I'm only one person.
You are only one person. I heard about your story actually a while ago. I think I might have been the same news article. It was online. And knowing that you're here is just... I don't even know where to begin. Where did you begin? I mean...
Well, in my childhood, I was viciously attacked by racists and things like that, and I couldn't understand why, and my parents explained to me it was the color of my skin, which made no sense to me. So I developed a question in my mind as a child, which I'm still asking today. That question is, how can you hate me when you don't even know me? So who better to ask than somebody like him, who at one time had joined an organization whose sole premise was hating other people, who did not believe as he believed or who did not look like he looked. And over a period of time, he came to see that was wrong, and he and I are brothers now. And so I said, well, I'm on to something. And there were others who also changed their ways, so I kept at it. I kept asking the question.
This is the first of 3 times I'm going to plug the movie in the screenings. It is Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. If you like Daryl's story, if you like this origin, please come see, learn more.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's... Okay, so, again, that must have been a very interesting and difficult experience for you, especially Scott. I mean... Maybe Gavin can better articulate what I'm trying to say here. I know it was difficult, but...
What was it that caused you to realize this isn't the way I should be living?
Thank you.
I think at one time I probably doubted that I really believed these things in the very beginning, because I always had a feeling of guilt and things just always kind of ate at me about it. But just over a series of events, I was forced to take a cold, hard look at myself and what I was doing, not only to myself but to others and my family. I realized that I was on the wrong track.
That brings another point, which is for both of you. It must be really hard to want to do things and change things when you're surrounded by people who are going to be like, this is too dangerous for you to do. Oh, no, you can't do that. How many people have been alienated because of your choices? Like, you probably lost most of your friends, and you may have had family going, this is ludicrous. Like, how many people in your life just were so against it that you just can't be with anymore?
There were a few for me who just thought I was just totally off the deep end. But anytime you are the first to do something, there's going to be a belief that you're crazy. Sort of like Galileo was the first to say that the Earth revolved around the sun. Everybody else believed the sun revolved around the Earth because of our ego, and they called him a heretic and put him in jail. Columbus said the Earth was round. Everybody else said it was flat. So the first time you were the first to do something, I'm the first black author or person to go around doing this, people thought I was crazy. But after they hear the story, after they see the proof, then they begin to say,
Yeah, there's one there.
And for you?
I basically the same thing. I lost family. I not only just friends, but I lost family when I was on the other side of the issue. And then, of course, today I've been able to make amends with my family and gain a lot more friends. So I basically know I was on the wrong track, but I know today I'm on the right track, and there's no going back.
So last question before we're out of time, and this is for you and you.
Sure.
You can't do this forever. Are you hoping that this movie will help inspire other people to pick up your charge and follow your lead and to go out there and do these things?
Absolutely. I started the conversation, so I like others to continue it and perhaps go even further than I've gone. And I think the movie is a testament to that. And the movie will be around long after I'm gone, and hopefully it will still inspire people. So yes, it's a beginning. It's a stepping stone.
I would agree with that and add to it just that, when Daryl started out, he had to seek people out. And as time has gone on and he's gotten more attention, sometimes people now seek Daryl out. They find him online,
right,
and they want to talk to him. They want to come out of movement, and they want to know, about other ways of looking at this. And I think that this film, in the best sense possible, could maybe help forward that. And I hope that it brings lots of other people together, and it brings Daryl some new friends.
So, second plug for the screening is...
Thank you very much. I was falling behind there. We are Sunday at 4:15, Monday at 9:45 p.m., and Wednesday at 10:45 a.m. You don't want to miss any of them. I would recommend coming to all three in case something different happens.
And what's it called?
It's called Accidental Courtesy. Thank you, Daryl. Daryl does more press than I do in general. So.
Well, he has to, because, he put a lot of effort into it. When he started, it's not like he just go to Craig's and say, oh, look, there's a White Klan rally. I'm going to go there today. He had to literally go out and, play hide-and-go-seek with these people, look for some people in sheets running around. It can't have been easy to start off with, but I'm pretty sure today it's a lot easier for you.
Yeah, just turn on CNN and watch some of the political candidates.
I can see that happen. So thank you guys for being out on the show.
Thank you for
having
having
an
us.
amazing South by Southwest show.
Thank you so much for having us. Accidental Courtesy, come see it, come talk about it afterwards.
Wait, we need the third plug?
Third plug, Accidental Courtesy, showing at South by Southwest. Come see it, like it, hate it, argue afterwards, talk about these subjects. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being
you guys
here.
Are great.
So you guys have fun, and stay tuned.
I do have one last thing.
Okay.
Is there a place outside of the documentary where they might be able to find more information about this? I'm guessing there's
all the Klan websites.
Not
Yeah, those are things you got to find as well. You got a deep Google search for that. It's not like the 5th page.
Thank you so much for reminding. We have a website, accidentalcourtesy.com,
Okay.
and you can get more information about us and link to Daryl through that. And please check us out.
Yeah. All right. Now we do have to cut you.
All right, so
Thank you so much.
stay tuned for
Thank you
more
so much.
Fanboy TV
Thank you.
South by Southwest
Thank you. I
Live
appreciate
right
it.
after
Thank you for
this.
having us.
Huge shift in a fight. There was some coming over from one hill and some coming from the other hill, and there's going to be a battle in the middle with swords and tentacle monsters. It was going to be horrible.